Sabbath, my story is going to be about a little boy named Larry. Yeah. So Larry was a 6-year-old boy who was going to the first grade. How many of you are going to the first grade this year? Okay, 2 people. So, while Larry's summer vacation, he and his mom was buying like a lot of school supplies for his upcoming school year. So they bought new clothes and new books and pencils and all of that. So Larry was really excited to finally go to first grade. But on his first day of school, Larry became really sick. I know, right? So Larry was really disappointed. So while he was sick, he had to stay in bed for a while, for like the whole day. And his mom called the doctor to come to the house and check up on Larry, check his conditions. So the doctor was checking Larry, and the doctor said that Larry was going to have to stay home for a long while. So a couple days later went by, and every night Larry would ask his mom to read a bedtime story from a book called Uncle Arthur's Bedtime Stories it's the book that I'm holding right now. Yeah. And the story that he would always ask his mom to read him was called The Ungrateful Nine. Does anyone know what The Ungrateful Nine is about?
I'm going to teach you that.
Of course. So The Ungrateful Nine is about 10 people who had the disease called leprosy. So they wanted Jesus to cure them. So all 10 of them went to Jesus and asked Jesus to heal them, and Jesus healed them. So all 9 of them just went running off and going back to their villages happy and all. But only one person went to Jesus and thanked him. So that's why it's called the Ungrateful Nine. Okay. Anyways, more days went by, and instead of Larry getting better and better, Larry got more weaker and got more sick. So his mom asked the doctor to check on him again to see how Larry's doing, to see if see his conditions again. Then the doctor had really bad news. The doctor's news was that Larry wouldn't be able to live longer. So Larry might die soon. So, what's your question?
Why he wanted to die?
Oh, because he's sick.
Why he got sick?
Anyways, so he was going about to die. So when his mom heard the news, his mom called Larry's dad right away. Larry's dad was on some kind of business trip, so she called Daddy to come back home. Then Larry's mom took one more look at Larry and cried. Tears went down her eyes. Then Larry woke up and said, "Mom, why are you crying?" Then the mom said that he was not going to live longer. So Larry thought and thought. He said to Mom, anyways, he said, "Why don't we just ask Jesus to heal me, just like he did with the 10 people with leprosy?" So while Larry was remembering asked his mom again and asked, is it already too late to ask him? And Mom said, no, it's never too late to ask Jesus for help. So both of them folded their hands and prayed God to heal Larry. So 4 days went by and Larry was starting to get better. Yay! So 2 days later, he heard knocking in front of the door, and he knew that it was his dad. So he was able to get out of bed and run to his dad to greet him. Then when he hugged his dad while he was going outside, his dad was confused. He asked, Larry, I thought you were sick. I thought your mom said you were about to die. That's the only reason why I came back. Then Larry told his dad about the miracle that God has done to him. And he was finally able to go back to school again. Yeah, the end. Okay. So the story is about prayer. So if you ever become sick or you have some kind of problem in life, just ask God, and if you believe, He will give you a miracle and help you out with your problem. Okay, so that's the end of my story. Who would like to pray? Lily first. Don't fight. Okay.